Doing a normal Pokemon playthrough through any other game is normally fun. You get to catch Pokemon you like, Pokemon that are super strong, even shiny Pokemon that you encounter randomly. But as I was thinking about games that I play, I wondered, how long would it take to beat Pokemon Roria Conquest on a completely new account? I wanted to see if I could beat the game in under 1 day, so the rules are simple. I have 24 hours to beat the game, that's in 1 day, and I can use any Pokemon I want, but I just need to be able to beat the game in under a day. That's really it. So, without further ado, let's see how long it takes to beat Pokemon Roria Conquest right now. Just 1 day. Throw the clock. Let's go. Anyways, we gotta do the settings. So, outlined, options again. Doesn't matter. Next page, fast forward. Gotta turn that on. And then all of this instant. We all know turn music is hard gold, so Super Kanto, and then whatever that one is. And then shiny sparkle, and then turn on dark mode, and we're good. Alright, let's get going, because we have no time to waste, bro. Jake, out of my way, bro. I have a limited time. Alright, I gotta go talk to the parents. Anyways. Yeah, yip, bro. Come on, hurry it up. We gotta go get our starter now, bro. I think I'm gonna choose Mudkip. I'm gonna go Mudkip. Let's go Mudkip. We pulled out Mudkip for a certain reason. Because it's a watered ground, it would have a good advantage against the first gym, which is electric. But of course, we got owned by his Eevee, so I don't know how his Eevee's just overpowered. I tried to get through Route 1 as fast as I possibly could, because I was trying to waste no time at all. Anyways, Jake pulled us back to town about our parents getting our drugs or something, I don't even know. Anyways, we made it to Cheshire Town, and then the lady's like, oh yeah, over here. Basically, long story short, we got milk and cookies. Just kidding, she robbed us. Anyways, talk to this guy right here. This guy's gonna be the main thing right now. We have to grind him for levels over and over and over and over. He's the one that gives us the best levels. We gotta get Mudkip to at least level 16 to evolve into Marshtomp. Mudkip was then evolving. Anyways, we got a Marshtomp. Absolutely sweep this lady, and we did. We cooked her up, bruh. Anyways, Jake pulled us back to town, and we had to hurry up and go because we have 24 hours, but we have to beat this game in a day. Then we realized Jake just disappears. I mean, anyways, we're on Route 2. We can totally avoid this girl, so I did because we ain't trying to do all that, bruh. Anyways, we're in Sylvan City, and we have Marshtomp and Hoo-Hoo. At first, I thought Hoo-Hoo can learn Cut, but it can't. So, beat the first trainer and the second trainer. It was Chad time. Shut your fucking mouth! We smacked up Chad, basically. Long story short, we smacked up Chad. Yeah, we got the gym badge. Anyway, that's our first gym badge under the belt. And it just hit hour 1, which is pretty decent right now. Anyways, we made it to the end, and Jake wanted to have another battle. So, you know we had to smoke him too. Like, come on. We had to beat him up.
What's that mean?
Let's be nice about it, guys. Anyways, he lost and we won. And we have to go to Bridger City because we can't waste any more time than we already have. So we gotta go. We're in the Pokemon Center now, and now we have to go to the next route. What is it, Route 6, I think? So we have to go to Route 6 to take down Team Eclipse. I tried getting through this route as fast as I possibly could. And to get to the cave as well. Found a Charcadet. And then we fought the Team Eclipse admin, or at least one of them. Basically we slimed him out, and then a big dinosaur showed up out of nowhere.
What's that mean?
So, I'm coming back for you. Anyways, going through the gate, we made it to Laguna Lake. Now, what's actually getting difficult now, because we've been winning by sheer luck. Potions, revives, all that good stuff. We don't really have a good team to use. But anyway, now that we're on Route 8, we have Jake now for double battles. So, of course, you know we had to smoke everybody up. First, second trainer, and finally, the third trainer. There's multiple, but I managed to slip by them. And then Marshtomp evolved into the big guy, Swampert. Yeah! We got Big Man now. Moving forward, we made it to Rose Cove City. Jake wanted to talk about Team Eclipse or something. I don't even know. Anyways, we kept going. We had to take down Team Eclipse. And so we did. And then they got mad and threw an orb into the water. And it summoned Kyogre himself. So, He was not happy. Then they got slimed out. What a sight. Anyway, Kyogre gave us that blue ball thing back. I'll come back for you. Anyways, moving forward, Jake fell in love. Anyways, we were doing the gym puzzle to make our way to the 3rd gym leader, I guess. And finally we made it. Getting us our 3rd gym badge. But this is hour 5, which is getting very bad. This is horrible timing. Not to mention, the Elite 4 might actually slime us out. Their team is genuinely terrifying. Anyways, making it to Route 9, we battled Jake and Tess, and decided to go straight for Cragganose Cliffs. We had to waste no time at all. Keep in mind that my team is still horrible. I'm just gonna slip by this guy. Sorry. Anyways, going to Cragganose Cliffs, and Absol stopped us. So, he was gonna be a big key part of our team. For now, since we're gonna remove him later. But, oh, and then Absol, kind of left or something. He jumped. Yeah. Anyways, making it to Cragganose Peak, we were going straight for Anthean City, bro. We needed to evolve our Charcadet into Ceruledge. And that's where we get our 4th gym badge, which we would eventually slime everybody out. But that's for later. Yoink, yoink, and yoink. We made it to Anthean City, and it's safe to say I was a little bit more excited than they were. Running a little faster. And then we got our Ceruledge, which was awesome. So yeah. Then it was 4th gym battle time. And of course we slimed him out. But make sure to subscribe because this video did take a long time to make. So yeah. Anyways, we slimed him out and got our 4th gym badge. That gives us one step closer to actually beating the game. But it is hour 7, which is making it even worse on our end because we're supposed to be doing this in 24 hours. Now that we're in the basement, we had to battle 3 more trainers, which is, again, a huge pain. But whatever. Trainer 1, Trainer 2, and Trainer 3. And finally, after fighting all these little trainers, we found Jake getting surrounded by a bunch of men.
What's that mean?
And the professor came down. Oh yeah, he's coming to help us. Never mind, he's stripped naked in front of us. Anyways, he wanted to battle, so we decided to beat him up. And then he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna blow up this whole city up. So he did. He left, and we're like, oh man, what are we gonna do? And then the god of time and space showed up, pulled us through a portal. We had to stop this guy from bombing the whole city or something. I don't know, we won. Then we got pulled back through. Anyways, we took the SkyTrain to Route 11, all the way to, well, Route 11, like I said before. We had to go to Roria City. Of course, I skipped all these people, bruh. Screw the XP. We need to beat this game now. Now that we're in Roria City, we had to help the gym leaders get the gem back for one of the Reggies or something. We had to slime these people out, basically. Anyways, Absol was the absolute MVP of this fight right here. Totally doesn't get slimed out in a bit, but, anyways, we have to fight Ryan now. So, this is our 5th gym badge. Anyways, we won, and we got our 5th gym badge. But it's hour 10 now, so this is getting really, really tight. We have about 14 hours left to try and beat this game. As we left, we went to Route 13, and I needed to really get through this game. I avoided as many trainers as I could and battled one last guy at the end, getting all the way to Floroma Town, or I guess Floroma City. Now that we're here, we have to go straight to the grass gym. We can't waste any time. We had to build some bridges, throw some fruit, blip, blap. Anyways, it was time for Fissy, and like the per usual, we slimed this guy out and got our 6th gym badge. We had to hurry up and catch up. Anyways, making it through Route, 16? We had to go help Tess fight the Team Eclipse members. And as beating them up, we found out that Jake was the bad guy. No! Anyway, We slimed this guy out, and he was pretty mad. He's like, oh man, you guys should come with me, blah blah blah, yip yap. And then Tess was being a crybaby and telling me about some lore or something. I don't know. Anyways, we found Latios and Latios. Getting through the next route, we had to go to straight to Frostvale City, is where the 7th gym lies. Making our way in, we had to get our way through this stupid little sideways puzzle. It's low-key annoying because we can't jump over this one part where it blocks us from falling into the hole. I tried avoiding it, but anyway, gym leader time! I hope you guys know, I've been winning these gym battles with horrible Pokemon, and been winning with sheer luck. And by luck, I mean multiple heals, hyper potions, revives, full restores, and we got our 7th gym badge. But then I realized, oh shoot, my team is not built for this. We are cooked. So that's when I realized we gotta take a step back and actually get good Pokemon. So we went to Route 16, because the only reason we've been winning our gym badges is because we've been constantly healing. And that's not good. Making our way down the route, I thought of getting Curium, but we don't have Rock Climb yet. Actually, we do, but I just chose not to go. For being honest, I'm just kind of lazy. But anyway, making our way down the route, we were making our way to Port Deca and Cosmios Valley, which we can then get Surf to go to Crescent Island. But in order to get the legendaries that we need to beat this game, we need to beat the 8th gym.
What's that mean?
And we ain't doing all that. Just kidding, we actually have to. But anyway, making our way to Cosmios Valley, we made it to Port Deca, where we then met the champion and Tess. He gave us HM Surf and we went straight to Deca Beach, where that would lead to Crescent Island. Made it to Crescent Town, or really just Island. We landed, and the guy told us that Tess kind of went on her own or something. I forgot. But anyway, we landed, and like I said before, the guy was genuinely telling us that Tess just left or something, where she got caught. I forgot. Look, see? Anyways, we had to go heal and go stop Team Eclipse. So let's get to that. Now that we're inside, we need to absolutely decimate every single person in this building. We found the guy who was trapping our parents and Tess, so, of course we had to beat him to a pulp. Barely. Anyways, we slimed out his Pokemon, and we had to go get the card key. That would be useful for later. Made our way back to the room, because that's where he was keeping our parents, and we found him. We found them all grouping around our parents and Tess.
Oh my god, bro.
And then they were all mad at me for showing up, and they're like, nah, let's go in. And then we're leaving, and then Jake's like, nah, I'm gonna just stay and beat your ass. Anyways, we smacked him up. We basically just smoked him out.
What's that mean?
And he's like, man, I've always learned battling from you, man. You're the best person ever. You're about to be champion for real. I know, I'm the GOAT.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
Alright, bro.
Fuck, man.
Anyway, on to Route 18. We had to make our way to Hoopa's Cave, or I guess the Demon's Tomb. It shouldn't take too long. We had to speedrun through everybody. These battles were useless. We made it to the Demon's Tomb, and we found everybody, just everybody having a family reunion. So, I'm like, I'm about to crash this. So, this is amazing. Anyways, Cypress challenged us to a battle, and of course we beat him to a pulp. Isn't it glorious? I don't know, man. It's kind of glitchy right now, I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. Anyways, Jake threw him. Jake was crashing out. And then Jake got smacked into the portal. And then my dad's talking about something, it's up to me. Yeah, nope. I'm not fighting this thing. Have you seen my team? It is not good for this fight. Kind of murdered him. We didn't catch him. Sad. But anyway, I got the bronze brick back. Oh, no, you want to come back, whatever. But anyway, we have to go to the 8th gym. The 8th gym's puzzle isn't actually that hard, but it is annoying. What am I supposed to do? Oh. Anyways, we found Captain B. Whoa, scary. No, I didn't scare me. Just fight me, bro. Why are you so wild? The Haunted Badge. Basically, we can go catch our full team of legendaries now. The team of legendaries that we need are interestingly hard to get. First, we had to go beat the 2nd gym once again for a rematch for the Red Orb. insane parkour skills. Oh yeah. Anyways, we managed to defeat Sebastian again, and he gave us the red orb. So, we're going to use that to summon Groudon, a key part of our team. Then, we had to rebattle the third gym leader to get the blue orb. Then we summoned Groudon, and then Kyogre. Then summoned Rayquaza with both of them, and caught him immediately. Now, we had to get Mewtwo. He wasn't too hard to find. But this is where things started getting a little serious. I caught Mewtwo easily. Now I have to find Yveltal, then catch him as well. Then as well catch Xerneas. Then we made our way to Victory Road. And by I said interestingly hard, I mean Victory Road. Not because of the trainers, but because of how normally big this place is. It extends a whole mountain. It took us about 20 minutes to get through here, so it didn't take too long. But we did fight some interesting trainers along the way. We made our way through the stupid little cave they have. Ugh. Anyways, we made it to the plateau. I tried talking to this guy, but he didn't answer me. Whatever. Anyways, we defeated Tess at the final fight before the door. And at this point, it was hour 18. I could do this. I could really do this. It was time to win. So, let's do that. I decided to start with Ice, seemingly knowing that I had a fairy type on my team. Our first battle was with Shades, the double battle Elite Four member. I sent out Xerneas and Mewtwo. My original plan was to use Mewtwo for a fighting type, and to use Xerneas for its Geomancy fairy moves. But Mewtwo had a bit of a problem. He was extremely low just by a single Hydro Pump due to the stupid Iron Bundle. But Geomancy was then landed, losing our Power Herb to boost our attacks and defense and speed in one single turn. With that done, Iron Bundle was killed. Freeze Dry then knocked out Mewtwo. At this point I was panicking just a little bit, but I decided to send out Groudon. And just in time too, the big bad just showed up. With Groudon sent out, and going primal, we had to pick. I decided I was going to do Moonblast on Calyrex, and just in case that didn't kill, we're going to use Eruption. Moonblast then hit, and Calyrex was not dead and left at half HP. Groudon then used Eruption and was able to knock out Calyrex, but not Ninetales. Calyrex was then knocked out. Next was Darmanitan. I used Flamethrower on Ninetales and Moonblast on Darmanitan. Darmanitan was killed, and so was Ninetales due to Flamethrower. I didn't use Eruption because my HP would then go down. I knew it would, so I used Flamethrower, and Ninetales was knocked out. His last two Pokemon were scary. Abomasnow and Qianpao. Abomasnow could Mega, while Qianpao was just really, really fast. So, I needed to pick. I'll do Moonblast on Abomasnow. Because Abomasnow can Mega, I needed to make sure I took that thing out as fast as I possibly could. But I made a mistake. I used Eruption. My HP was low, Xerneas was knocked out, and I tried using Rayquaza. But I knew, whatever Pokemon they attacked, they would still lose regardless. Rayquaza Mega'd, even though it was probably the most useless thing I've ever done in my entire life. I told Groudon to use Eruption. Rayquaza was killed by Icicle Crash. But Groudon survived, and was able to prevail with Flamethrower. I said Eruption, sorry, I kinda forgot. But anyways, we knocked out Qianpao and beat Shades. Our next battle was the fighting type Elite Four member. He might have been the easiest sweep we've had. His name? Gaunt. Him? Jacked. I don't even know how I beat this guy, honestly. Oh wait, I do. Meet my friend Xerneas. Xerneas was going to be the main reason we win this fight. Due to its Power Herb and Geomancy, it was able to boost his special defense, and his special attack, and his speed. Moonblast would then kill every single one of his team members. Chestnut getting down by one Moonblast. That's pretty good. Pretty good start, actually. And just in time too. Sneasler came out and it just hit hour 19. Moonblast was then struck on Sneasler. And yet again, Sneasler was knocked out. Then it was Iron Valiant. Moonblast hit once again, killing Iron Valiant in just a single hit. Then his Koraidon came out. Even worse on his side, it was Dragon fighting. Koraidon was also then killed. Then it was his Gallade. His Gallade was also then killed. And finally his Urshifu, who would then one-shot with a single Moonblast, getting us our second win in the Elite Four. But can't be too sure. Next was the Steel type. Hello, Vlad. Vlad was a Steel type trainer. He started with Klefki. Interesting start, but he did it for Reflect and Light Screen. I sent out Groudon. My original start was going to be Xerneas, but Groudon could Primal and easily kill Klefki with a single Eruption. I made sure to start with Stealth Rock. Light Screen was set up. Eruption then killed Klefki in one single hit. Once Klefki was down, his next Pokemon to show up was Goldango, which I then killed with Eruption as well. As long as I have full HP, Eruption will kill every single Pokemon in my path. King Gambit, not so much. Groudon was taken out by a Sucker Punch. I didn't know what to do. Mewtwo was then knocked out as well. I thought Mewtwo could try and kill it with the fighting type move, but due to recoil, King Gambit was then killed. Xerneas was sent out for Scizor, but Scizor was killed, and so was my Xerneas. Kyogre was the last one standing against Necrozma. Sorry, did I say last one? Yveltal came in and did a Sucker Punch and knocked out Necrozma, which gave us our third win. We just needed one more. Our final one was the Fairy, aka Infrared. Infrared was a bit tougher, but not too scary. Infrared started off with Grimmsnarl, setting up Light Screen and Reflect, but we had Groudon at first to turn Sunlight on. We started with Stealth Rock. I wanted to do Eruption, but we ran out of PP. Xerneas then came out after swapping. Precipice Blade didn't do too much damage, but decent. Mewtwo came out, and Xerneas was being swapped in again after Azumarill was pulled in. I was deciding, and I said no. I knew Mewtwo could probably outspeed this thing, and since Stealth Rock was on the ground, Mewtwo could definitely kill this thing with Psy Strike. And so he did. Xerneas was knocked out. Light Screen wore off, and Grimmsnarl was back into the round, but Grimmsnarl was then killed, and so was Delphox. Fluttermane was next, and Fluttermane was a little bit scary, but Light Screen wore off. Gardevoir was last, and Moonblast was set, getting us our final win in the Elite Four. We had one last challenge, and it was Brad. He was talking about how he finally made it, and we came from Port Deca. He said he was ready for us, so we decided to give it our all for this final fight. He sent out Grimmsnarl to of course start with Light Screen and Reflect. I sent out Groudon to start with Stealth Rock. Of course, Primal came out. Here was the plan. Stealth Rock would then hit, getting Stealth Rocks on the ground, and using Precipice Blades to knock down Grimmsnarl as much as we possibly could. But he withdrew Grimmsnarl before I could kill him. Calyrex then came out, which was okay and part of the plan. Groudon was then killed for a clean switch. We had Yveltal, and Calyrex had a 2x weakness to Dark, being Psychic and Ghost. Sucker Punch was then landed on Calyrex, getting Calyrex out of the match. He then sent out Gouging Fire, which I swapped for Kyogre. Gouging Fire took major damage due to the Stealth Rock being on the ground, and Primal then came out. He switched out for Magearna. Origin Pulse was then able to kill Magearna. But then I knew he'd send out King Gambit, so I switched, going for Xerneas. If I was gonna win, I needed to do Geomancy, and now. Geomancy was basically our only hope here, so I did Geomancy, boosting our special attack, special defense, and speed, knocking out King Gambit. Grimmsnarl was coming back out but was killed by spikes, and Gouging Fire was then killed by Moonblast. His last one was Salamence, but he didn't stand a chance. And we had completed the game with 20 hours on this game. Can't say that I'm surprised. What? Oh, right. We have one final challenge, and that's Lando. He was also coming for the champion title, and he wanted to snatch it from us. But, because of how far we've come, I wasn't ready to give up just yet. I didn't want to lose my champion title after just getting it. Brad offered to heal our Pokemon, and he was not wanting us to lose. And neither was I. He healed our Pokemon, and then the battle had begun. Lando's team is terrifying, especially with my lineup. He sent out Deoxys, but I had a plan. Because Groudon can go Primal and use Stealth Rock, this was good. I used Stealth Rock, making sure that Stealth Rock was on the ground. Deoxys would then use Psycho Boost, but I switched for Xerneas. This was it. If I use Geomans twice, we can boost everything by 4. He withdrew Deoxys. Darkrai was then killed by Moonblast. So was Zacian. And so was Rayquaza. His team was slowly dying. I knocked out his Deoxys as well. Alakazam, goodbye. His final Pokemon was God. Was I ready? Of course I was. I wanted to use Focus Blast. Extreme Speed almost killed us, losing us the match. But we prevailed with Focus Blast. That means we completed Pokemon Roria Conquest in 20 hours. That's right, we completed the entirety of Roria Conquest in 20 hours. All 8 gym badges, and the Hall of Fame. If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing, as this video took a long time to make. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.